Hey guys, it's Rich here from Kick It to Scoops. I am the sole admin of AFL information, trade rumours and results. You want to be part of the show, Kick It to Scoops? Send through your questions through the Facebook link, which I'll attach every show on the post. And if you want to email me at aflinfolive@gmail.com, send through your questions and you may feature on the show and be answered your question from yours truly, Rich, for free. Yes, for free. If you want to be on the show, as I said, send it through and I'll get back to you. Go Saints! Too easy this is. Kick It to Scoops. Hello everyone and welcome to Kick It to Scoops. I'm your host, Gretch, the sole admin of AFL information, trade rumors and results. We're back. We ain't virtual today. We are in person, and what a big show we have for you guys today. Big, not the big sounds of the west of the town like the mighty Giants. A big show here from Kick It to Scoops. The host, Gretch, the sole admin of AFL information, trade rumours and results. We've got a massive show. We've got about 4 or 5 plus editions of Scoops Goes Bang back in person. So some big Scoops Goes Bang segments to go. I'm going to bang on about a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Any bets? Goal reenactment by yours truly, Gretch, the sole admin of AFL information, trade rumors and results. Will I nail it first shot? You'll find it very soon. I'm getting excited, guys. I think I will nail it and nail it to perfection like Eddie Betts has. We'll also go through my rolling All-Australian team, preview and review the rounds gone and upcoming. My hero of the week, your audio messages, just the one today, and my final thoughts. But one thing I want to mention on top of the show, merch and cameo. Merch is in the works. There is 2 new items set to be released I might say right after this episode, but possibly tomorrow night. If not, definitely in the next few days. New merch items will be released in terms of being revealed. Might not necessarily be out for sale straight away, but it will be revealed. So I'm really looking forward to share that with you guys. And some of the things that will be released are things you guys have asked for. So you'll be really appreciative of that. And while I'm at it, Cameo, you want me on Cameo, head to cameo.com/Cooper G. Now, please welcome the world-famous segment, Scoops Goes Bang. Now, I have a lot of stuff to bang on about. I'm just getting it up on my phone here, guys, because there's so many things that I have to scroll, literally, just to find it. And there is so many Scoops Goes Bang I'm going to go talk about, and this is the first of many. Now, be prepared to hear a lot of swearing in this, guys, so I'm giving you pre-warning through this whole edition of Scoops Goes Bang. There may be some explicit, I can't even say the word, but a few swear words being used. So if you got your kids listening, I advise you for them not to listen to this version of Scoops Goes Bang. So enjoy it, because there's a lot to go through. Joel Selwood, Chris Scott. Now, Joel Selwood got let off with a cheap hit on Bailey Dale and another incident with another Bulldogs player. How, last week against Geelong at GMHBA, the Western Bulldogs, how Joel Selwood only got fined for those 2 separate incidents? Ridiculous. AFL's love child, Stephen Hocking. He's a Geelong man through and through. And surprise, yes, he's not the match review officer, that's Michael Christian, but don't tell me that Steve Hocking does not have a say in any of this at all. He is ridiculous. I tell you what, how that guy got let off. And then Chris Scott had the balls to say that, you got to respect Joel because he's this time premiership player, blah, blah, blah. He's a captain, he's courageous. What the does that have to do with anything with this particular incident? That is a cheap, dirty grub act. How he didn't get suspended is ridiculous. If Toby Green had done what Joel Selwood did, I guarantee you we wouldn't be talking about 1 week. We'd probably be talking about 2 or 3 weeks, and that he should be suspended for a long period of time. Ridiculous. Scott, lift your bloody game. And Joel Selwood, keep up the cheap acts, mate, and he should be shipped off out of the competition. Now, you thought that was it. Oh, no. Now, people can say we don't want to go political on a football page, in a football show in this case, but I'm going to. The New South Wales health team and the Premier, Gladys, I don't give a what your last name is. I cannot pronounce it, and you don't need to pronounce your last name because that's irrelevant to this fact. Gladys and the New South Wales health team, Brad Hazard and Kerry Chant or whatever her name is. I frankly could not give a crap what her name is, but seriously, guys, come on. Look, I respect your roles and that you've got the position you're in, but just say that you're the gold standard, please. Gold standard, try Nuffy standard. And before people in the comments want to say, that's me, no, that's Gladys, whatever her last name is, and Brad Hazard and Kerry Chan and that New South Wales health team. Ridiculous. They have stuffed up not only Sydney, not only the AFL competition, but they've stuffed up the entirety of Australia. I mean, look at the NT, got some cases for mine incidents. Then you got Queensland with a few cases linked to Sydney. WA are in a 4-day lockdown as we speak because of Sydney. And Gladys, I don't give a crap what your last name is. Lift your game! And you should be sacked. Like Anastasia Palaszczuk from Queensland, Mark McGowan from WA is sacked. People want to have a go at Daniel Andrews and say, oh, another lockdown. For starters, the poor man's had a really bad back injury and fell up downstairs in his home house. And, ridiculous. And people want to criticise him. James Merlino, the acting Premier of Victoria at the moment, done a good job. And people want to blame Dan for the recent lockdown. He wasn't even doing the job, for fuck's sake. Okay? Lift your game. Dan's the man. Okay? I stand with Dan. Now, we'll move on to the next Scoops Goes Bang one. And trust me when I tell you, there's a lot more to come. They're probably 2 of the big ones, but trust me when I say there is more to come. And I'm just getting it up to the next one we're going to go through, Damien Hardwick and the Richmond Football Club. Oh, well, Dimmer. Remember a long time ago, Dimmer, when you said, we don't want to play at Marble Stadium, we want to play the MCG, it's got soul and energy, our fans and people want to go there. Well, last time I checked, there was a 25% capacity at the MCG Friday night against the Saints, who won, by the way. Go Saints. Yes, but we'll get to that later. Don't you worry, I will mention that. But yeah, Dimmer, you said you got heart and soul. It's got no soul at Marvel. Our people come to the MCG. Well, at a 25,000 capacity, you have allocated 23,000 of those 25,000 seats. Saints fans got offered 2,000 and used them all, and rightfully so. Richmond offered 23,000. There was like 11,000 Richmond members that did not turn up. It was like 14,000, 15,000 there. Where was the other 11,000 Richmond members, Dimmer? I thought the fans only flocked to the MCG, not Marvel, even though it's you fool. But come on, nah, Dimmer, you're a good guy. Okay, yeah, but where is that? No heart, no soul? Are your fans not loyal or what? Come on, Dimmer, lift your game, mate. And Richmond fans, don't tell me it's because of the weather. That is soft. I was there, 1,999 other Saints fans were there, members were there, other Richmond fans were there. Don't give me that excuse. People want to complain too about, lift the capacity, that's why people will go. No. You couldn't even fill 25,000. How do you expect to fill 85,000, which is projected for this week in Victoria? Come on, lift your game. One's a journalist and one's a former AFL player. They say former great, whatever. This has nothing to do with his playing ability. He was a hunger, people say. Kevin Bartlett. Before the game, Kevin Bartlett said that Richmond were going to win by 129 points. Now, this is not the only time that Kevin Bartlett's pumped up Richmond a lot and say they'll win by a ridiculous margin, so really I shouldn't be mentioning it, but I am. Last time I checked KB, the Saints won by 40 points, and that's my take. Get it? That's my take. And that's also a fact, Kevin. David King. Now, a lot of opinionated stuff that David King is entitled to his opinion like anyone. He's like I am, like he is, like KB is, like anyone. But Kingy, before the call, on the way to the game, I heard you say on SEN before the show, before the game rather, that Richmond should worry about next week in reference to the game this week against Gold Coast and the upcoming weeks after that against Geelong, Brisbane, whoever they got. Well, David King, another St Kilda basher in the media. What a shock. It's not the only time you bag St Kilda. In fact, you've been doing it throughout the week again. Kane Corns is another one. Matty Lloyd's another one. But, hey, Kingy, what happened to you saying that Richmond will have an easy win and think about next week? Last time I checked out, the Saints won. I thought you ate your words, mate. See, come back to bite you. You pretty much gave St Kilda the win by saying that, so thank you very much, Kingy. You know what? I was going to say that'd be the final one. I mean, I could keep going and going and going about a few other things, and I'm going to do so. As I mentioned earlier about New South Wales and the government and that and everything like that, there was a lot of cases affected by them. Yeah, lift your game, Gladys. Now, this headline on the AFL website, reference to Marcus Bontempelli's, yes, Marcus Bontempelli, yes, he does exist, guys. Yes, I know. Yes, he was in the team of the week this week, and he got my 3 Brownlow votes, so just pipe it down, guys. The headline on the AFL website was, is this goal of the year? The Bont snaps a miracle major. Miracle major? Look, great goal. I'm not putting that down to it being a bad goal or an average goal. It's a good goal, really good goal. But goal of the year? Come on. If that was an average player, a fringe player, would you be carrying on like that media, AFL media? No, you wouldn't. Lift your game. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed that very long edition of Scoops Goose Bang. Now we'll move on to my rolling All-Australian team, the heavily debated rolling All-Australian team, guys, after round 15. There is 3 changes from the round 14 rolling All-Australian team. We'll go through the back 6. In the back line, we've got Jake Lloyd and Isaac Cumming in the pockets. But a new addition to the side at fullback, replacing Sam Collins, who's missed the 3rd week for their injury, is from the Melbourne Footy Club, Stephen May. Now, Stephen May has earned his spot on the side, just simply hasn't gotten in because Sam Collins has been locking in that key defensive spot, and Darcy Moore when he was in, which Thomas Stewart replaced him last week. But yeah, Stephen May's in the side and well-deserved. Halfback flank, still Jack Crisp with his crisp disposal, and Daniel Rich, because he's a rich boy, and Tommy Stewart at centre halfback, who had a poor game on the weekend, by the way, but he's still in the side. Now, the wingers, Sam Walsh and Ollie Wines. The centreman is still the man of steel. One of the best on the weekend for the Saints was Jack Steele. So, as I said, Sam Walsh and Ollie Wines on the wings and Jack Steele in the guts. The half-forward line, a few positional changes. David McKay and Toby Green, who is the new addition to the side. I take that back, Toby Green. David Mundy and Toik Miller. The centre half forward is Tex Walker. Replaces Ben King in that position. Is Ben King in the side? You'll find out in a sec. In the forward pockets, you got Joshy Bruce, Harry Mackay at full forward still, and Toby Green, who I just teased before, is in the side in the forward pocket. Toby Green, another great few weeks since coming back from injury. The ruckman, he's back, guys. My man, as you say, believe my love child, or whatever you want to call him, but he's not. Brodie Grundy, he's back in the side as the ruckman. Bros is back and had a great game against the Dockers, against fellow ruckman Sean Darcy, who he has replaced in the team. The Rovers, Jackson McRae and Tommy Mitchell both had great dominant games on the weekend. The interchange still is unchanged. Luke Parker, Clayton Oliver, Callum Mills and Zach Merritt. So the overall changes from the round 14 side to the round 15 side in Brodie Grundy, Toby Green and Stephen May. Out goes Sean Darcy, Benny King and Sam Collins. Now, leave your thoughts, guys, in the comments below. What changes you would make, who would come in, and for who. Don't just say, oh, Jack Steele shouldn't be in there because he's St Kilda. Actually, if you want to say that, give me a midfielder to replace him. Thank you very much. I'm happy to hear your opinions, but if you make comments like that, you're not worth my time. Now, we'll move on to the next segment, which is previewing and reviewing all the rounds just gone, which I am going to now get them up in front of me. And we're going to go through that. And then very shortly, we will go and I will go reenact the Eddie Betts goal, which I'm sure you guys are going to love. We'll get to that very shortly. But we're just going to go preview and review the rounds just gone. For round 15 results at the Gabba on Thursday night was Geelong and the Brisbane Lions Footy Club. The Lions 44-point victory to the Lions. How great were the Lions? Dane Zorko, Joey Dano kicking forward. They were great. Great win for the Lions. The Saints 40-point wins over Richmond at the MCG on Friday, yes. Saints 62 to Richmond 22. Richmond were kept by the Saints to 2 goals. 2 goals. That is a great achievement from the Saints. I loved it. Great performance from the Saints. On the Saturday games, the Roos and the Suns, a lot of close games on Saturday. North Melbourne 72 defeated the Suns 63. 9-point victory to the Roos, which we'll be happy about. And they're on 2.5 wins for the season. Apologies to the background noise. We just can't control that. And Collingwood and the Dockers, another close game at Marvel. The Dockers by 12 points. There, another good game. Port Adelaide and Swans, another good game. The Power 81 to the Swans 71. Port Adelaide with 10-point victory win to the Power. And Essendon and Melbourne. Melbourne 11-point victory 68 to 57. One thing I want to point out, people say I don't like Essendon, so I'm just going to put this out there right now. They were screwed over a lot in that game. But are you surprised? The umpiring is crap this year. It's been crap every year, but this year's just on another level. And it's not only in Essendon games, it's happening in St Kilda games, happening in other teams' game, all right? So just leaving that there. Sunday games, GWS and Hawthorn. Hawks upset the Giants at the G. The Giants started pretty well, but the Hawks came back late. The Hawks had 18-point victory over the Giants, 90 to 72. The Eagles and the Dockers. The Eagles and the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs spanked the overrated home track bullies, West Coast, who couldn't even bully a team at home. And the bullies, the Western Bulldogs, bullied the West Coast Wiggles. The West Coast Wiggles at Optus Stadium, 55-point victory to the Bulldogs, as I said, 98 to 43. And the Blues, I suppose you could call it an upset win, 83 to 73, a 10-point victory over the Crows at Marvel Stadium. Now, I'm going to give you my tips for this round, and as follows, these are currently where the venues are and who's playing who when. Thursday night at Metricon Stadium, which it won't be there, then it'll probably potentially be moved to Marvel Stadium, the Gold Coast and the Richmond Footy Club. You think Richmond should win, but if Richmond lose this, they pretty much will be out of the 8 after the round, which would be great to see for non-Richmond Football Club fans. Friday night at GMHBA Stadium, Geelong v Essendon. Essendon visiting Geelong for the first time in a very, very long time, but Geelong should win there. On Saturday at the MCG, Melbourne GWS at 1:45. We'll go the Demons. At twilight game at Adelaide Oval, Adelaide and Brisbane, I will go for the Brisbane Lions. The Saturday night games, first off is Fremantle and Carlton at Optus Stadium, which potentially will be moved to Tassie or Victoria. So therefore, it'd be potentially in Carlton's favour. So I'm going to go for, I'll go for the Dockers there. And in Sean Burgoyne's 400th game, I'm going to go a little bit more detail on this. Sean Burgoyne's had a great career at the Port Adelaide Footy Club and now at the Hawks. So many times he's won a premiership at the Hawks and Power. Game 400 for Sean Burgoyne. Hawks, Power, Marvel Stadium, 7:40 Saturday night. Urge you to go down there, Hawks fans and Port fans if you can. But unfortunately for Sean Burgoyne, in game 400, I think the Power will ruin his party. But nonetheless, Sean Burgoyne, congratulations on a great career when you retire at the end of the season, mate. On Sunday, the game at GMHBA, so in Geelong, yes, in Geelong, Sydney, hosting the Eagles. I'm going to go for Swans simply because West Coast don't win away from home and they can't even win at home last week against the Bulldogs. Now, the big game at the MCG. We got the Pies and the Saints, 3:20 Sunday. Of course, I'm going for the Pies. Now, Brodie Grundy v Paddy Ryder and Rowan Marshall will be a great ruck duo there. And Timmy Membry out forward, potentially on Braden Maynard. Would be a great contest as well. And the final game for the round, Bulldogs and North Melbourne at Marvel Stadium, 4:40. Bulldogs should be far too good. Now, you know what I'm going to do to guys? I've been calling it. I teased it last night on the page. I'm going to do it now. You want me to go see in the background here? I'm going to go reenact the Eddie Betts moment. Well, guess what? Let's go find out how I go. I guarantee you I'm going to get it first show. I'm going to guarantee you that. Okay, let's go. Kick it to Scoops.
In the pocket, Eddie Harbrow. Eddie.
Yes!
You're a magician! That's what the cricket. Eddie Harbrow. Eddie. You're a magician!
Kick it to Scoops. Well, did you see that? My reenactment of the Eddie Betts. Eddie Betts done it perfectly. But what do you guys think? That was first shot. And before people tell me, no, that wasn't first shot, I guarantee you that was first shot. That was first shot. I guarantee that Eddie Betts will be proud. Tag Eddie Betts. Tweet Eddie Betts. Show him my goal if you want. Or give him a link to this episode. And I'll guarantee Eddie Betts will love it. That was great. That was my first shot. And I'm not, before anyone says, oh, you're probably a left footer, I am a right footer. I can hardly kick over 30 metres. So to do that first take, left-footed, check side, don't tell me that's not good because you're simply just lying to me right to my face. I hope you guys love that. There potentially could be some more reenactments in the future. If you want any specific reenactments you want me to try and attempt, please let me know, and I'll try and reenact some of them that are realistic. Football-related, of course, footy goals. Not marks, not whatever, just goals, please. Thank you very much. Hope you guys enjoy that. Please let me know in the comments down below what you think. And again, tweet Eddie Betts or Instagram message him. Now we'll move on to my hero of the week. Well, in this case, it's the heroes of the week yet again, surprisingly. It's my team behind the camera, in the merch department, everywhere. I want to thank them for all their hard work and dedication that they do. I've got the cameraman giving me a smile there that he's appreciative of, and all the other guys of the merch team. They really are appreciative. I really thank them for all their work. This wouldn't happen if it wasn't for them. So I really do appreciate all the guys and girls at the team that do a great work. So thank you all. You are my heroes of the week. Now, we'll move on to your audio messages, just the one, because we had some technical difficulties, and we had a short time frame for people to send them in, and there was only one sent in, and we'll play it right now.
Yeah, g'day Cooper. Cameron Gordy here, mate. Coach of the infamous Never Pick an Eagle fantasy football team. Long-time caller, first-time listener here, mate. I'm a big Dockers fan, obviously. Nat Fyfe's my favourite player. And being a proud West Australian, you know, there's the Dockers-Eagles rivalry. Just wondering what's your thoughts, mate. I reckon Nat Fyfe's better than any West Coast player on their current list. I really appreciate and rate your opinion of football, mate. So just interested to hear whether you think Nat Fyfe is better than any Eagles player. Cheers to that, mate. Catch ya.
Thank you, Cameron, for your wonderful and well-thought-out question. Yeah, simply, Nat Fyfe is the best player in WA at the moment. He's better than any player on the West Coast list. Don't give me Tim Kelly. Do not give me Andrew Gaff. Don't give me Dom Shee just because he hit a great goal in the grand final. There's a few great players. The Dockers probably before an Eagle. Nat Fyfe is one. Andy Brazier is a young gun. But yeah, Nat Fyfe is clearly not only the best of the Dockers, the best of the Eagles, which means, therefore, the best player in current WA's in the WA in the AFL sides between the Dockers and the Eagles. Well thought out question, Cameron. Really do appreciate it. Now, guys, if you want your questions sent through, there's two ways to do it. You can send it through, you can email me at aflinfolive@gmail.com. I'll repeat that for you guys. At aflinfolive, I'm getting startled by all these cards coming past, at aflinfolive@gmail.com, or through the link which we attach in every description of this YouTube episode of Kick It to Scoops. My final thoughts are, guys, simply, please subscribe to the channel. Please watch this video. It means a lot to me to watch all the 1,200 plus subscribers on YouTube. Keep that coming. We need the watch hours up at 4,000, I think it is. We're getting close to that. We need that done. So then I can go live, do Q&As, not only just recorded stuff or through messages on the Facebook page or through a comment on a post. But you want a live Q&A on YouTube, you know what to do. Watch this video, share the video, subscribe, tell your friends, comment, like, share, everything. It means out a lot. So I really do appreciate it, guys. Hopefully next week again, we are virtual. Potentially some more goal reenactments of certain players, because there's one in the pipeline which you will see live next week. Until next week, everyone, have a great one. All the best. And most importantly, go Saints!